Georgette Field.
Ellen Levinson.
Alice McCusker.
What motivated you to come out and vote today?
Because it's a privilege to vote. Because there are people that can't vote. It's a privilege to vote. I think we have an obligation and a privilege to vote.
I believe in democracy. I believe that voting is a privilege and the duty of every citizen. And I think it should be mandatory. I think that everybody should be legally required to vote.
It's my duty as a citizen. I always vote. That's the way I was raised.
What would you like to see changed in our political system?
I like the people that we elect to work for the people who elect them. And if they feel that the people are on the wrong track, then they're in a position to put them on the right track so that the city goes along as it should.
I would like to see the money out. I would like to see no more. Citizens United was the worst thing that ever happened to our country. I believe that we have to get rid of lobbyists, corporate political donors. The whole system is a mess and it's corrupt.
Do you vote in every election? How regularly do you vote?
Every election, never miss a one, because there are people who couldn't vote ever. And I think that's an awful violation of their rights. So I'm going to make sure to make every one, as long as I'm breathing. If I can move, I'll be here.
Every election day I vote, every year.
Anytime there's an election.
What was the most memorable campaign ad that you have encountered?
The most memorable one?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Oh, they all were all right. They all were good because they were expressing the opinions of the people who wanted the position. But you have to read up on the candidate. The campaign ad doesn't mean that much to me.
This year?
This year?
I think the one against Mitt Romney by the DNC. The one where just showing his wavering on every issue imaginable.
We elected the president.
When you elected the...
Obama.
What impact do you feel that your vote will have on the election? Did you learn about voting in school? If yes, did that impact your willingness to vote today?
My learning in school? I didn't learn in school particularly, but school just school did what my parents taught me through the years. They taught me that there were people who didn't have the right of franchise, and that was wrong. So now that you have the right of franchise, you should take advantage of it. It wasn't school so much as it is my family, my home.
I learned about voting in school. I think that as I get older, I realize how important it is. And my daughter was with me. I make her vote. She doesn't have a choice. So my impact, every vote counts. And if you're up against Koch brothers and major corporate enterprises that are out to bring this country back to the dark ages, then you need to vote.
I learned about voting from my own parents. They voted in every election. Because you know why? If you don't like what's going on and you don't vote, then it's your fault.